wearing this shirt because of the theme of my video. Ohana means family. Oop, and there goes my phone. Um, Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a new spot. Well, I've been here before. I keep moving places for my videos because I like you to see different backgrounds, because if I was in the same place every time it'd be boring. Um, so I need to keep hydrated. I'm not feeling the greatest. And just for you, I'm wearing this shirt because of the theme of my video. Ohana means family. Oop, and there goes my phone. Um, uh, so as you saw from the theme of video. Oh, I'm Colleen, by the way, and this is Cmoore-Books. So the theme of this video is family/family history and book recommendations based on that. So the reason I thought of this is because coming up next weekend is Roots Tech. So if you've never heard of that before, it is a worldwide family history conference that is held in Salt Lake City, but it's now, because of COVID, they now do it so you can join in online. And you can get some things for free online. And some of the keynote speakers this year are recording artist Jordan Sparks and actor Sean Astin, yes, from Lord of the Rings. And so it's really exciting. And I am very much into family history. And so family history is kind of something that is like exploded. So I don't know if you've you've probably seen like the commercials like for Ancestry DNA, and so it's just something that's like sweeping the nation, like actually it's sweeping the world. And so I just wanted to share with you a few like family history things, and then I'm going to share my book recommendations. So just like a few cool like family history things, like that, how like you can see, like you can easily like create your family tree and like what it could look like someday if you wanted to do that. Um, and then I have to figure out how to share my screen because there it is. It's bright and green and right in front of my face. Um, really not feeling well, y'all. So surprising. So with you. So this is my ancestry DNA. This is my DNA story. So I am 35% Irish. And what's cool is the more like that people like get tested, the more they're able to like narrow it down. Before it was just like Irish, but like they've narrowed it down to like Munster, Ireland, like specifically like that region, and like specifically like Clare and like East Clare and South Galway in Ireland. And then I'm 30% Scottish, and then it's 16% England and Northwestern Europe, and then 13 Eastern Europe and Russia, and then only 4% Germanic Europe, and then 2% Baltics. So yeah, and there are always deals if you ever want to get your DNA done. But that's the cool thing about the Ancestry DNA, is that it's always changing. But yeah, every like holiday, like major holiday, so like there's gonna be a sale around like Easter. There's gonna be one around Memorial Day, 4th of July. I get emails for them all the time, even though I already have my DNA done. I still get the thing like, hey, if you want to give someone a gift, like you could send them an Ancestry DNA, like it's on sale right now. So, and I have done that. And then this is my family tree, and this is what we like to call a fan chart. So this is me in the middle, and this is 7 generations of my family. So the missing pieces are the people, like my direct line that I haven't found yet. And the farther it goes back, the harder it is to find people. So like this is my 6th generation back here, and we're getting to people that are born in the early 1800s. So then we're getting people, the 7th generation people that are born in the 1700s. So that's why I'm having a hard time finding them. But that's something cool that you can see your family like this. But something that's also cool about this is Family Search, by the way. You can also, so Family Search is free, but you can also create a tree through Ancestry, but you do have to pay a fee on Ancestry to create your tree on there. But you can also do portrait. What's fun about portrait mode? Let me do it this way. It's not wanting to work for me. It's really thinking about it. There we go. Is that you can add pictures to your tree. Oh, apparently it only wants to show me one side of my family at a time. So you can see this is my mom's side of the family. We have family photos here. I haven't been able to find photos of them yet. Whoa, hold the phone. And this is my dad's side of the family. Been able to find photos up into, how many generations back is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations back. So the 5th generation. Yeah, 5th generation. So you can add family photos to Family Search. You can see visually your family. One of my favorite family photo is my great grandfather and his brothers. So you can add different memories, like stories. So these are like historical documents. So his marriage certificate and his death certificate. And this is him and his sister, Kitty. But this is him and his brothers. Right here. These are the Parker brothers. They kind of look like mobsters, don't they? Well, we're trying to remember where my grandfather was born. Well, he was born in Whiting, Indiana, which is technically just south of Chicago. But I don't think anyone technically is gangsters, but just like the attitude in the photo. So this is one of my favorite family photos of my great grandfather and his brothers. So yeah, he said all these family memories and all these memories will never be lost. Family Search is wants and will always protect these memories. Like things on Facebook, they could disappear. Family Search, they will never ever be lost. So that is a little bit of my family tree. So if you ever want to learn about family history, I'm going to stop. I could go on forever, but let me stop sharing and I'm going to get into the book recommendations. Okay, so gonna apologize for the camera angle change. Had to switch from my laptop to my phone because my laptop likes to be cranky sometimes if I record too much on it because it gets tired. So I have some books that are related to that are like direct like family stories, like multi-generational family stories, people discovering their family history, and then some found family stories. So the first one I have is The Summer of Lost Letters by Hannah Reynolds. Main character, Abby. So she goes up to, is it Nantucket? Or, yeah, it is Nantucket. So she finds these letters from her grandmother. that she didn't know much about her grandmother's history, that like at all. They didn't know much about their grandmother's past, and talks about her grandmother living on Nantucket of all places. And so she decides to go up there and figure out her grandmother's past. Her grandmother had just passed away. And so you get some of the letters, like pieces of the letters inside of the in the story. And of course I can't find one right now. Yeah, so here's a piece of one right there. That was really far back in the book. Do not pause to read. That could probably be a major spoiler. Do not pause to read. So that is The Summer of Lost Letters. Then we have You Bring the Distant Near by Matali Perkins. I know this one, I think this one's some type of award, which is how I found it. I found it through my young adult literature class for my master's in library science. I just can't remember what award it won right now. But this goes through several generations of a Indian family and their Bengali traditions. And so how many generations does it go through? I think it goes through at least three generations of this family. And you learn about the traditions of the family. Yeah. So here's the family tree right there. And so, like it goes through, we have the mom, then the daughters, and then the daughters of the mother. And it's just a beautiful story, learning about their family and their family history, and learning about the Bengali culture. I cannot recommend this book enough. I think it's been a year since I read it, and I kind of really want to reread it. And then I have Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick. So if you've never read one of his books, they can be very, very, they're very interesting. So three of his books, I don't know if all of his books are like this, but this book, so it's told partly, so there's two storylines. So this is about Ben and Rose, and so Rose's story is told entirely in pictures, and then Ben's story is told through words. And it's about, and so their stories are told 50 years apart. And so, yeah. And eventually their stories intertwine, and there's talk of family, and yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful story. And the drawings in this story, like, they are just beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful. Brian Selznick is so talented. So next we have, this is my final one that is actually family story. Then we have Finding Junie Kim. This is the only one out of the stack that I haven't read. But it is on one of my 23 books to read in 2023. So it's about Junie Kim. She was assigned a project by her teacher, an oral history project. And so she decides to learn about her grandparents' history. And so she learns about her grandparents' history and their experiences of the Korean War and living in Korea during the Korean War. So it's a multi-generational family story. And so I'm really excited to read this one. I've had it for far too long and I am just so sad that I have not picked it up yet. And this is a middle grade book. Same with Wonderstruck, but it is just as good. So the final three are found family. So I have a manga here, Spy X Family. So this is the definition of found family. But they are such a fun found family. So the dad, he is a spy and he has this mission where he has to infiltrate this school. And so in order to infiltrate the school, he needs to have a wife and a child. And so he adopts this child from this orphanage. Little does he know, she is a telepath. And then this woman that he convinces to be the mother and to marry him, he has no idea that she's an assassin. But the little telepath knows everything that's going on because she can read everyone's mind. But the telepath, the little girl, she is just so adorable. And so I have read the first 3 volumes of Spy X Family, but I cannot recommend enough. Like the found family aspect, it's so good. And there's just a lot of funny moments in here, and there are some very tender moments as well. I have a very special book. I have Six of Crows. This is the definition of a found family. They're a very complicated family. Just the tagline, 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 possible heist. So the Crows are definitely a very interesting found family. They are going to commit this heist together. But they become a very, very strong found family. It is one of, I would have to say the Six of Crows duology is definitely my favorite in the Grishaverse, for sure. Not that I don't love Shadow and Bone, but there's just something about the Crows, you know? And then the final recommendation I have is Front Desk by Kelly Yang. This is another middle grade. So this is about Mia Tang. Her and her family, they immigrate from China, and her parents, they are running a motel, and Mia helps out at the front desk a lot. And so there are people that live there all the time in the motel and just rent out rooms. And so something that I just like the rule, number 1, Mia Tang has a lot of secrets. Number 1, she lives in a motel, not a big house. Number 2, her parents hide immigrants. Number 3, she wants to be a writer. So I love especially number 2, her parents hide immigrants. So they hide other immigrants that have immigrated from China and tried their best to help them, because everyone, all Chinese, all those of Chinese descent, what do they call them? Gosh, I've read this before. I don't know if they call them uncle and aunt. Yeah, they do call them uncle and aunt. Regardless of whether they're related or not. So like they're automatically like family. And so I just love that, like in that culture, like we're family. So yeah, it's just a cute story. So I honestly, I love it. And we're about to read this with my chapter book club at the library. So yeah. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and that you found a found family or family generational saga that appealed to you, that you might not have read before, never heard before. family is something that's so important to me, and yeah. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed these recommendations, and thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a good weekend. And I also want to say, remember who you are and where you live, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.